characterize something as classy is very subjective, and to characterize something as cool is very dependent on a moment in time. However, to describe something as elegant is not only undeniable, but also timeless. And that's why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen, to take a look at this home behind me, which I would simply describe as elegant. If we haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is John Paul Gutierrez, but you can call me JP, and I am blessed to be the founder of the Bespoke Homes Group, where our sole purpose is to bring you the most transparent real estate information so that whether you're buying your first home or one of many that you're adding to the portfolio, we can show you what the Sunshine State of Florida has to offer while also providing you with a bespoke or tailored home solution. Now, today I am absolutely thrilled to show you this magnificent home here in the beautiful city of Citrus Springs. Now, if you have not ever heard of Citrus Springs, or you have but you know nothing about it, don't worry, just sit back, relax, and let me put you on. Citrus Springs is truly a central location. It's equally distant from Orlando and Tampa, granting easy access to all the major airports and the places that you want to visit in Central Florida. Within a 1.5-hour drive, you can reach Tampa's International Airport or Orlando's International Airport, as well as all the other local attractions like Orlando that boast the renowned theme parks, including Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, and Tampa that hosts other attractions like Busch Gardens, the Florida Aquarium, and professional sports teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Citrus Springs provides easy access to other nearby cities like Ocala. We're gonna be just 30 minutes away from Ocala and all that Ocala has to offer, like the World Equestrian Center and all of its beautiful entertainment and serene views. Now here in Citrus Springs, we're also gonna be just 20 minutes away from Rainbow Springs, which is gonna be one of Florida's most beautiful natural springs. You're gonna have this beautiful spring water that's clear. You're gonna be able to go canoeing, kayaking with manatees and enjoy all of the nature that Florida has to offer. We're also just moments away from the Gulf Coast, where you'll enjoy white sand beaches and clear, warm water for a beautiful day out with the family. Now, a little bit more locally here, we're gonna be literally just 10 minutes away from the closest Target, Aldi, Panera, Texas Roadhouse, and all the other entertainment, grocery needs, Publix, everything you need is gonna be literally just 10 minutes away from this beautiful property. Now, ladies and gentlemen, where we are located at the moment is the driveway of this magnificent property. It's gonna hold approximately 4 to 6 cars with this beautiful private 2-car garage right behind me with this insulated glass that I think is very, very elegant. The home we're gonna be taking a look at right behind me is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on over 1,500 heated square feet with a lovely front patio and back patio that's gonna add to the total square footage. This home is built entirely of concrete block and stucco. We're gonna boast an architectural shingle roof and a very, very minimalist, simple, again, elegant look. A main white base body of paint with dark gray and black accents, as well as the dark gray shingles on the roof. You're gonna have some lighting accents that are gonna lead you in along this L-shaped walkway. We're sitting on over 1/4 acre of land that is unrestricted. No HOA, no CDD, no problems. Now here we are in this beautiful front patio where, by the way, you're not gonna find a lot of these available with this much space for you to be able to comfortably put a table, 2 rocking chairs, and enjoy a morning or an evening just relaxed, enjoying what the Italians call, I believe it's la dolce far niente, or the sweetness of nothingness, calmness, relaxation, if you will. This beautiful window is gonna let in a ton of natural light, but we'll take a look at that inside. But for now, that is the key. Let's check it out. Woo. Now I'll tell you, there is something so nice about glass insulated doors, like this little sliver. I believe, again, super elegant. You'll hear me say that probably 50 times in this video, but for now, I wanna let you guys know I'm gonna tour you through every inch of this property, but at the end, monthly payments, down payments, taxes, insurance, all the financial information you need to decide whether or not this is the right investment for you and your family. For now, let's begin. Luxury vinyl plank is going to line the floors of this entire property except for the bathrooms. And as soon as you walk in, these vaulted ceilings just make everything feel so grand. Now, directly to my left, we're gonna have a proper or a formal dining room marked by this hanging light fixture here, and these two big, beautiful windows that let in a ton of light so that as you're enjoying a dinner here at the table, which by the way, you can fit probably 10 to 12 people in this space, you can enjoy a nice view of nature. Now, directly across from this space is going to be one of my favorite areas of this home, and it is the kitchen. There is so much space here. You ever been cooking or at a family gathering, a potluck, whatever it is, and everybody brings a dish, or you're cooking and you're getting help from somebody and everyone's bumping elbows, everyone's bumping shoulders, everyone's getting frustrated? Not in this kitchen. So directly at the beginning of the kitchen, on the right-hand side, you're gonna have kind of a sort of pantry space, but it's not the only one. It's just a ton of cabinetry that they're providing here. And you're gonna have your upgraded Samsung refrigerator. You're directly across from there, this massive quartz island with these sparkling quartz that as you walk by, it looks like you're looking into like a sea of diamonds, the way it's kind of all just shining and the light hits it and it speckles back at you. This is gonna be adorned by these 3 hanging light fixtures up above, massive farmhouse sink right here with no divider so you can wash all of your pots and pans and everything comfortably here. More cabinetry underneath as well as your dishwasher. Then you have this massive window here that overlooks the front patio, but personally, I think this section right here is built for the small moments in life. Personally, I would like to see a bench right here with some pillows, something where in the morning you make your coffee, you sit down right here at your bench, you're looking out, you're getting that morning light coming in, you're sipping your coffee, reading the Bible, just getting your day started nice and slow, bringing it in a calmed fashion, enjoying nature while staying air conditioned. It sounds chef's kiss. Now on the other side of this window is even more counter space, even more of these large 42-inch cabinets with the hardware and the soft close, of course. And then of course your upgraded stove, oven, and microwave here. More counter space, more cabinetry, crown molding throughout the entirety, and tons of recessed LED lights as well. So lighting and excellent finishes are everywhere. This is going to be your formal pantry. Very, very deep, lit by a recessed LED light. You're gonna notice a lot of blue tape around the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this house is not even listed yet. When the day I'm filming this video, it's not even listed yet, but I'm getting a sneak peek into what it's gonna be. And I said, you know what? I gotta bring my viewers the best of the best and be the first to do so. So you're gonna notice a lot of blue tape. Those are just little finishes that the builder is touching up on. Now we step into the living room. Again, this vaulted ceiling is gonna feel just absolutely grand. You have this nice fan right here in the middle to give us a cool breeze, and still about 9 recessed LEDs all the way around. You can put your TV on this wall, you can put your TV on the other wall. You can have no TV in this area and enjoy this beautiful picture that is framed by these sliding glass doors that lead us to our back lanai. However, you can make this space as you wish. We'll check out the lanai in a moment. For now, I wanna head back over towards this east side of the home, where we're gonna step into the primary suite. Again, luxury vinyl plank, ton of natural light is a consistent theme throughout this home. 2 windows that are gonna pretty much frame your bed, or they'll be opposite. If you hang a TV on this side, you have your fan fixture right up above. And on this side, we step into the walk-in closet with custom wired hangers. Typically, we just see one long wired hanger. Not here, they've customized it and given you options. And then right next door, we step into a spa-like master primary bathroom. Double sink with the same quartz countertop we saw, tons of cabinetry down below, 2 mirrors, and again, more natural light. More than likely, you're either gonna frost these or fog them up. However it is that you decide to create more privacy here is what you're gonna do for the most part. Beautiful soaking tub right here with tons of natural light hitting it, so you can really just relax. And of course, you have your caved in shower, floor to ceiling tile with this beautiful, beautiful gray tile. This is one way to start your day and one way to end your day that I absolutely love. Back in the corner, we'll have your toilet area, but this sums up the master suite. And I think this is a magnificent space. But this isn't where the fun ends. As we cross over through the open concept area, we're gonna get to our second bathroom. And this, I think, is a very, very smart idea on behalf of the builder. So first and foremost, excellent finishes, of course. Quartz countertop, cabinetry, toilet. Here you're gonna have a tub, an extra deep tub, so you can really use this as a soaking tub as well. And then your floor to ceiling tile once again. Linen closet, that you other builders need to kind of catch on to this. Linen closets are clutch, and this builder is leaving no shortage of linen closets. And then additionally, you're gonna have this door here that is going to lead you to your back lanai or backyard. So if you have guests in the back, they don't have to bring dirt through your entire house to get to the bathroom. They can just come and enjoy the restroom here. Now, as we head over towards this section, let's step into our second bedroom, our first additional bedroom, 11 by 11 feet. Nice window facing the south side of the property, and a very, very spacious double door closet over on this side. And of course, you have a nice fan light fixture. Now, right next door, we're gonna have another linen closet, chef's kiss. And then we're stepping into our third and final bedroom, second additional room. This one is 10 by 10 feet, window facing the west side of the home, double door closet over on this side, and fixture up above. Then we step over into the laundry area. No washer and dryer included. However, they leave it up to you with plenty of space to decide what kind of washer and dryer you'd like. I love the fact that they've incorporated this sink here. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I always talk about how I come home from soccer, my cleats are dirty, and I have to use like a hose in the backyard or something. This solves that issue there. What you're able to do is just simply wash your cleats here. Additionally, this is great for gardening. This is great if you have muddy boots, whatever it is. This is super, super good. Or if you like to hand wash. My mom, Colombian mother, likes to hand wash a lot of her clothes. She would love this. And then we have tons of cabinetry up above. Again, not one of those wired racks, but cabinetry that's gonna store all of your laundry goodies. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a linen closet. Boom. Now we step into our 2-car garage. Very, very spacious, but there's a couple of standout things. So just like normal, you have your garage door opener, your water heater, your electric panel. We already talked about this from the outside, but I like the light that comes in through this kind of glass area here. The good thing is that from the outside, it's kind of like a two-way window type of deal to where we can see out and light can get in, but you can't see in from the outside, which I think is nice. Now, another standout feature of this garage is the fact that you have access to your yard from here. So once again, if you wanted to garden, for example, you could very easily step in and out through the garage, which means that when you're coming in with your muddy shoes or your dirty hands from being in the garden, in the yard, doing yard work, come in right to your laundry room where you have your sink, you wash your hands, you wash off or take off your shoes, you leave them here, and you don't have to track dirt and mud throughout the rest of the home. Big brain builder is what we're working with here. They're thinking about all of the little things, the details that matter most. And along those lines is the outside experience. Let's check out this backyard. Whew, here we are in the back lanai. This is going to be roughly about 8 by 15 feet long. You're gonna have 2 fan fixtures with lights up above, making this super, super comfortable, whether you want to screen this in and enjoy a bug-free, mosquito-free area with a nice cool breeze, or if you want to extend this out and create your pool, it leaves it very, very easy to. Again, we're on a little over 1/4 of an acre here worth of land, unrestricted, no HOA, no CDD, the pool, the koi pond, the playground, the trampoline, the garden, the herb garden, the tomatoes, all that jazz back here in your land that you get to decide what you want to do with it. Very, very peaceful. They're mowing some grass on one of these homes, so it's not as quiet as it usually is, but when they're not mowing grass, this is very, very peaceful. There's only one piece of the puzzle left. Let's talk numbers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video. If you're still here, it means you probably want some financial information, so let's hop in. We're gonna go into deep, deep detail. So let's begin with the specs of the home again. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, sitting on 1,746 square feet to be exact, on 1/4 acre of land, unrestricted, no HOA, no CDD. Now, I'll give you guys 3 seconds to guess the price of the home. 3, 2, 1. This home is listed for just $304,999. Say that 5 times fast. Let's just call it 305 to make it easier. However, this is just the listed price, what they're asking. However, of course, this does not take into account that we are here to negotiate the best possible deal for you. Now, let's break this down financially. Closing costs are going to be attributed to every type of real estate purchase in the state of Florida. I think honestly across the nation, whether you're buying or selling, there's going to be cost associated with closing. Title fees, county fees, state fees, origination fees when you're talking about a loan. Now, when you're using a loan, we estimate it to be about 3% of the price of the home to be your loan closing costs, origination fees, like I said, all of that. However, when you're purchasing cash, it's far less. The last 2 cash closings that I've had, the closing costs were under $1,000, but I'd rather shoot high and give you guys a lower number at closing. So let's just estimate it'll be about $1,500. This is on top of your down payment if you are purchasing with a loan, okay? Now let's talk about some loans here. FHA, first and foremost, Federal Housing Administration offers loans that are government insured and allow you to purchase a home with a lesser credit score starting at about 580, and they'll allow you to put just 3.5% down. So what that looks like is $10,675 as your down payment, your PITI, or your principal, interest, taxes, insurance, your full mortgage payment, principal, the balance of the loan, interest, the interest that the bank charges, taxes for the year prorated on a monthly basis, and insurances, homeowner insurance, private mortgage insurance included in this. So the only thing outside of this payment that comes along with this home is going to be your utilities. That's going to be $2,372 per month estimated. Again, I'm using kind of very rough around the edges numbers, and I am not a lender. I'm not a mortgage professional. I'm just trying to give you guys as close an estimate as I possibly can. Now, let's take a second here and talk about VA, Veteran Affairs. I want to just pause super quick and let you guys know that if you qualify for this loan, it's because you're a veteran. And I want to ensure that you get the best service possible. I want to first and foremost say thank you so much for your service. My brother is an Army Ranger, and he's been in the Army since I can remember, and I've seen him get deployed honestly countless times already, and the sacrifice that he makes for our freedom has really put it into perspective for me over the years, seeing him be deployed time and time and time again. He's literally putting his life on the line to make sure that we have an insane amount of liberties here. It is the least that I can do to ensure that you guys get a good deal on a home in the land that you protect. I will make sure that that happens. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for your service. Let's talk about the VA. They allow you to put 0% down. So all you're coming out of pocket with is your closing costs. Now that's my job to make sure that that gets taken care of for you, whether the builder's paying for it or I come out of my pocket to make sure it happens. I want to give you guys what you deserve. So you'll be getting into this property with $0 down, and your mortgage payment would be roughly about $2,279 at the kind of worst case scenario, if you will, for the time. Now let's talk about conventional loans. Conventional are more popular. 3% down option is gonna be for first-time home buyers. You can't have owned a home at all, and there is a credit threshold that you must meet. They'll allow you to put 3% down, $9,150. Your mortgage payment, $2,424 in terms of your monthly mortgage. 5% down is a little more common because it doesn't have to be your very first home. And that's gonna be $15,250 as your down payment, and your monthly mortgage will be about $2,332. Now, 10% down is used by those who are purchasing a secondary home. So I've seen this happen for people who are looking to purchase this as a vacation home. And more recently, a lot of folks who give me a call and say, hey, I'm planning on retiring in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but I know that we're in a heavy buyer's market right now, so I can get a really good price on the home right now. So I wanna make sure that I lock it in. For those folks, they'll require about 10% down, $30,500, and a mortgage payment of about $2,196. 20% down is used by those who are investors and will not be occupying the property at all, or if you're trying to avoid that private mortgage insurance we talked about in the beginning. It'll be a $61,000 down payment with a $1,922 per month mortgage. Now, further details, taxes are estimated to be about 1% of the price of the home, so we're estimating about $3,096. And after Florida homestead tax exemption, it can go as low as $2,500 per year. Homeowners insurance, about $840. I'm shooting high. I just got a quote under $700 for a client. However, at $840 a year, even that is an absolute deal. That sums up the finances for this property. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this home tour, if you like this home, if you wanna see it, if you wanna see a home like this anywhere in the state of Florida, please reach out. My team and I would love to assist you, help you put together a tailored plan that's gonna best fit your needs. That's what we're here to do. In the meantime, I pray that the Lord blesses you guys. I pray the Lord blesses all of us, allows us to see clearly the path that He has set out for us, allows us to grow closer to being a reflection of His image, and brings us all peace and joy that we know comes from His Holy Spirit. I pray this in Jesus' name, amen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.